Our fourth drill is going to be the basic circuit drill. Now this drill is going to be another cycle of transitioning positions. So we're going to start in the closed guard right here. My goal is to open Buster's legs up, get around to the side, get to the mount. Okay, so I'm passing his guard, I'm getting the side control, getting to the mount. Then from there, Buster will do an escape, roll me over, and then he will repeat the same process. Okay, so from the guard position, the most important thing for us right now is we do not want our knees out here wide. I want to bring my knees in, get his butt cheeks rested on my legs. Okay. Then from here, I'm going to reach up, I'm going to grab some material right here, right where his sternum is, and I'm going to grip that really nice, and I'm going to put knuckles down, hand on the hip. Now from here, we got a couple things going on. What I want to make sure that you do is make sure you're always thrusting your hips forward. So, and I'm not saying lean back really far, but you're just going to tuck your hips underneath. So when I bring them underneath, I roll my hips. If you can see, roll my hips underneath. Then from here, I'm going to rise up. Up, out, in, out. Now, when I came up and I moved this leg out, I brought this knee in, and it's on the center of this butt cheek, okay? And that's kind of keeping him pinned and anchored into his spine. Now from here, as I'm in my position, I'm almost like transitioning into a fighting stance. I'm now going to come over to the side. From here, I'm going to put my hand on the inside of his thigh, and I'm going to push his knee that way as I sit down and create space. I'm now pinning right here on the inside of his thigh. I don't ever want to make the mistake of putting my hand down onto the floor. Always keeping it tight right to there. This hand now here is going to suck back, and I'm going to just elbow underneath to scoop the leg on shoulder. From here now, I'm going to start sliding my hand into position. I'm going to lean forward, getting onto the balls of my feet, and I'm going to transfer up nice and high. Then from here, as I'm tight, I'm pulling and I'm smashing. As I tippy-toe around, I'm going to drop my hips, head up, and then I'll slide right into position. My hands will transition to an over-under position. This back hand's blocking the hip. My lead hand here is going to come up. I'm going to grab his belt. I'm going to drop my hip on his shoulder, bring this knee in to my reverse switch base. Grab his leg right here. Kick over the top. Now, I don't want to be swinging my leg and dangling it over his feet. If I can bring it up and in front of his hips, a transition, post my hand, then from here, I'm hanging tight. Now from here, I'm going to sit up, and that is the end of my job. Now Buster's turn. What's going to happen is, let's wiggle over here some. Okay? Now Buster is going to bump me, hook an arm, two hands. So he's got one high, one low, pulls it into the center of his chest, hooks that same side foot. He's now going to turn that way and look, and then he's going to hit me with a kick over, which is going to take us right back to closed guard. Okay? And then from there, this whole drill will repeat again. So Buster he'll get his posture, just like that, hand on the hip. He'll rise up, out and out. There, push the knee down. Here, suck the arm back. Thumb down in the collar. He's got a lot of pressure. He's on the balls of his feet. Tippy toes around. Drops his hip. Head up. From there, he's in his over-under position. From here, he grabs my belt. Drops his hip. Kicks over to the mount. Just like that. Swings his arm. And then he sits up. And then it'll be my turn again. So then I will bump here. Reach up. Catch his arm. Pull it to my center. Hook the foot. Look. Turn. And then from here, we're going to get, as soon as this hits, I'm already getting my position right to there, okay? So that is one cycle. And we did the leg on shoulder pass, okay? Couple little details I want to talk about for 1 second, okay? Mr. Buster, sit right here for a second. Watch. If I'm just sitting like this, and I get my posture, okay? What I don't want is my back straight like this, and my butt out, okay? What I want to do is bring my hips underneath my shoulders and head. Like this, because this is what holds me. Okay? If I'm here like this, all my pressure is in my arms, and once my arms are cleared, flat. Okay? So as long as I keep my knees in tight, flat on my feet, I got my position. First thing I'm going to do is just tuck and roll my hips underneath. Then from here, as I rise up, out, in, out, hand here, and then I sit and push. Okay, and I'm going to demonstrate it one more time. Okay? So from here, I got my position here. I roll my hips, I rise up, out, in, out, just like that, and I smash it down. Then from here, I'm going to get my L position. Okay? So now, we're in our L position. What's wonderful about the L position is this. Slide this way some here, Mr. Buster. Good. I'm in my L position. I got my grip. We also have a secondary pass, because from this L position right here, I have the leg on shoulder pass, and then I have what we also refer to as the staple pass. So I'm now going to bring my inside knee up. Here, I'm on the ball of my foot, and I'm going to drive this knee down, just like that. Now, I am literally stapling on top of Buster's leg. Ball of my foot is on the floor on the other side, my knee's on the floor, my hand is right here, and I'm just hugging, okay? Now, from here, this takes the drill to cycle number 2. Now, from here, to get in a little tighter, this leg's in the way. So what I'm going to do is clear this leg to my bicep. I'm going to keep holding on to it. I don't want this foot to touch the ground. So I'm just in my bicep, and then this hand is going to come in, hug his neck. Smashing. I've still got my staple. I'm going to do my back step. And I'm in like almost a reverse switch phase. This hand here that's hugging the leg is going to come down, block the hip, bring it back in tight into a double under. Then from here, I bring this arm up to my lockdown. And this takes us to our second type of mounting. I'm going to walk my hand out, bring this knee up. So this knee is coming up, and it's going to cut across this belt. So from here, I walk that out, drop my foot, suck it in, and then from here, I bring it back up. Then from here, Buster is going to repeat this same process. So from here, he bumps me, hooks my arm, hooks my foot, here, rolls me over the top, okay? He locks it up. Now, he gets to his posture, out and out, pushes it down, scoops the leg. Now from here, he now is going to cut over the top, okay? Hug my head, pulls my leg back, drives all his pressure, here, goes to the double under, there, cuts to the lockdown, walks his hand out, slides his shin across, ends up in the mount. I'm going to bump, hook his arm, hook his foot, kick over, and then we're back. And then that takes us through the 2 cycles of the basic circuit drill, okay? And you could do either. A lot of them teach lots of good fundamentals, but the idea, what splits the cycle, is the L position, leg on shoulder pass, or staple pass.